Major air rage assaults, they are on decline, but not so the little infractions like, well, walking naked while you're sleeping on a plane. Scott McCartney, he's in Dallas. He's not naked, he's dressed. He's going to tell us all about it. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Wendy.
So let's talk first the big picture, the major assaults, the air rage where somebody's actually getting hurt, where there's a felony at stake here. That's been declining.
Yeah, it has been declining. I think for about the last 5 years or so. It was a huge issue in the late 1990s. And even after 9/11, when security really tightened up on airplanes, there were still a fair number of episodes. But it's declined, but still there are lots of people getting kicked off airplanes. We've got numbers that sort of indicate as many as 50 people a day in the United States are denied boarding airplanes, a lot of them because of intoxication.
So intoxication is one. What are others? I mean, obviously Alec Baldwin, the actor, was in the news not long ago because he got kicked off a plane, I think allegedly because he wouldn't stop playing one of the games on his cell phone or his iPad when they told him to, when they were pulling away from the gate. Is that among the infractions?
Yeah, electronic devices, that's a huge issue, and basically the issue is complying with the flight crew. Federal law requires everybody to comply with the instructions of a flight attendant. If you don't, there's basically zero tolerance policy in place among airlines, and you'll get put off the airplane. It's pretty simple. That's what the FAA wants. The FAA will fine people who aren't compliant. The airline will put it in your permanent record, as it were, in your passenger profile, and eventually multiple episodes may even get you banned from the airline.
Now, you mentioned intoxication as being a driving force. Obviously, a lot of people get on a plane. They use it as a way to decompress. They drink alcohol. They might even take sleeping pills if it's a long flight. Is this leading to some of the more strange infractions, such as this walking around naked while you're asleep? Did that really happen, Scott?
Yeah, it really did happen. It's happened at least once on American Airlines. I think on some other airlines as well. The flight attendants I talked to say it's the combination of alcohol and Ambien that they're really seeing cases. It does not mix well for some people. And so you drink too much on a long overnight flight across an ocean, and you throw down a sleeping pill because you want to get some sleep. And for some people, they end up sleepwalking. They've had passengers stripped naked. They've had all kinds of things that go on.
Wow, that must have been some flight. Now, I wonder, too, how many people are just sort of irritated when they get on the plane. I mean, they're having trouble getting their bag in the overhead bin space. They just had to be strip searched when they went through security. Are we just sort of more amped up in general, Scott, when we board that plane?
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. I think there's just greater stress, both for travelers and for flight attendants. There have been a lot of travelers who complain that flight attendants are really quick to pull the trigger on sort of enforcing rules against people. But you know, the whole experience is stressful. You're out of sorts. You're worried about are you going to get there on time? Is your bag going to get there? You may be really angry at the airline because of baggage fees or because of security procedures or all that. And so you know, there are some people who are just looking for a fight when they get on an airplane. And it's a bad mix.